Hey guys, I hope y'all are having a really good day. I just want to let y'all know really quickly before we get started, before I start talking, that this is probably going to be a trigger warning if you have anxiety issues, anxiety disorders, or health related issues. I'm going to be talking about all that today. So just want to let y'all know, full disclosure. This video is going to be also what I would consider long overdue. I haven't uploaded anything in 2 weeks, I think, and it's probably going to be at least another week before I even have a chance to do that. But I had posted on the communities tab a little bit about what's been going on. If you've been following my channel for a while, you're going to know that I have been dealing with acute or chronic, I don't really know the difference, colitis for a couple years now. I had a really bad bout on my left side. I want to say it was in 2020. Yeah, it was 2020, July of 2020. And that was like the first I had ever heard of colitis. I've always kind of had stomach issues. I've had like IBS. I had a colonoscopy in my early 20s, and I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, but that was in remission for a very, very long time. So it could be some of that. It could have progressed. I really don't know. But I just want to let y'all know, that we're going to be talking about some somewhat serious to me issues, health issues in this video. So if this is not your cup of tea, I completely understand. I know this is not the content that y'all have signed up for, and unfortunately it seems to be going in that direction. So but just to kind of fill y'all in on what's been going on, and just to talk briefly about this vlog in general. So as this vlog continues, you're going to see, I think it's going to start with me cutting grass. And that was the first day where I actually started having some stomach pain. I didn't complain about it. What's to complain about? But when I was cutting grass, or before I even started cutting grass, I was having a pain in my right side. And it kind of felt like, whenever you're a kid and you're running or something, you have that side stitch, it's like that. You don't take a deep enough breath when you're breathing, and it just kind of feels like a air buildup or a muscle or something like that. Just a really sharp kind of a pain that goes away. It goes away in a day or two, but mine didn't go away. And so Friday, I had a fairly normal day, didn't complain. Saturday, had a normal day, didn't complain. Sunday, I made gumbo for y'all. You're going to see that in this video, didn't complain. When Monday rolled around, I started going, okay, something's going on. I don't know what it is, but it's progressively getting worse, and I need to go see about it. So I called my primary care, who's actually a nurse practitioner, and did a walk-in thing. So they have if you're like a returning patient or whatever, you can go walk in, and you have to wait, but you can be seen. And that day I had a urinalysis and, told her about my pain. And she said I had a horrible UTI, which I've seen be having horrible UTIs for, this has been going on for a while, which is probably somewhat connected to my bowel issues because, you go to the bathroom, you have some splash up, things happen, cross-pollination happens, whatever. So she prescribed me Cipro and scheduled me for a ultrasound on Thursday. So I started taking the Cipro that day, and mind you, I haven't really eaten that much since that day. So I'm 25 pounds down. So, I guess you lose weight where you can. But by Wednesday, the day before my ultrasound, I was in so much pain where my husband had to bring me to the emergency room. And, they did a chest x-ray, they did a CT scan of my chest and abdomen, had a urinalysis, I had, what else? blood work, the whole 9 yards, and was diagnosed with colitis. And that's when it all kind of started. They prescribed me the metronidazole, so I started taking that on top of the Cipro, which normally I think when you have bowel issues kind of goes hand in hand anyway. But I knew something was going on that was a little bit more serious. I just, sometimes it's when you have doctors telling you you have this, and you're like, okay, it gives me answers, but it just doesn't seem quite right. That's kind of been the thing. So that day, we got out of the emergency room. I was discharged, pain medicine, the whole 9 yards. And I went ahead and canceled my ultrasound that was supposed to be for Thursday. And also I canceled my follow-up appointment with my nurse practitioner because there was no point in seeing her because I had been diagnosed with colitis. And by the time that Friday, I don't even remember at this point, what's today? Today's Friday. By the time Monday rolled around, I still wasn't feeling up to snuff. The pain had subsided some, but it's still quite prominent. And so I called my nurse practitioner again, and I made another appointment, and she said, look, you need to go see a gastro. It can't wait. I do have a gastro appointment May 31st, but that's in 6 weeks from now. She said, it can't wait. You need to have a colonoscopy. And so my colonoscopy is scheduled for this coming up Tuesday, whatever date that is. So y'all will know more than I do. But when I was going over my CT results, I had a host of problems that they didn't even mention to me in the emergency room. So I had a partially collapsed lung, which is unbelievable. They didn't mention it, so I guess it's okay. And my blood oxygen was okay. So, it could be just a fluke, but I could have diverticulitis. They didn't mention that to me. I could have something called appendicitis. It's like atopic appendicitis. It's like something, I don't know. It's supposed to be very rare, but I don't think it's that serious, so I'm not really worrying about it. But my nurse practitioner also prescribed me some anxiety medicine, because if you've been watching my channel for a while, I've talked not too much about my prior anxiety, and this is the point where I'm going to get teary. I'm sorry. But in 1994, I was a freshman in high school, and I had dealt with severe anxiety. I was hospitalized for 2 weeks. I had lost like 30 pounds. Couldn't eat anything. My anxiety has to do with my stomach. So diarrhea, vomiting, sweats, the whole panic attacks, breathing, the whole thing. It's just a whole body experience. And so the medicine is called Lexapro, which she prescribed me. And so that day I came home and I was like, okay, this is great. I was going to get my anxiety under control. Previously in 1994, when I was hospitalized, they had given me Prozac, which I guess was the only thing that they had. But I was only on it for like 6 months, maybe a year, and it worked very well. I mean, I still had anxiety, of course. I would bring a Ziploc bag every single day to school, and before class would start, I would vomit in a Ziploc bag. Fantastic for my social skills, I tell you. But that's what I had to do physically to push my boundaries. Because, if you battle with anxiety, you know that the walls close in pretty quickly. So if you don't push back, you're left with nothing, So the Lexapro that I took was the smallest milligram. I think it was like 5 milligrams. But I noticed as the evening progressed that I started getting more and more anxious. I was getting, the sweats and, feeling nauseated. I started the vomiting again, which is what I've kind of been doing the last couple of weeks because of my stomach issues. But then I think that my health was making my anxiety so bad that they were almost going hand in hand. So I couldn't tell the difference. So we had a whole evening. It was just a whole uproar where the paramedics were called. I physically thought I was dying, not to be dramatic, but I actually thought that I was dying. My blood pressure was like, I don't know, 150 over 130 or something like that. It was just crazy. And so I had the paramedics come. We upset the whole neighborhood and went back to the emergency room, and they once again did another chest x-ray, CT scan, blood work, the whole 9 yards. But this time, it wasn't a very pleasant experience. The doctor was a complete jerk. The nurse was a complete asshole. And I kind of try to count that as a blessing in a way, because it made me realize in that moment, when I had my, I was discharged and I was walking out and I'm dry heaving into the little blue bag that they give you, that I realized for a second that I was probably there for comfort and not need. And it's upsetting in a way because I, bogged down an emergency room for anxiety, which I didn't understand at the time necessarily. But also I upset my whole family. My dad was here. He was crying. My husband was crying. My mom was upset. My mother-in-law was here. My youngest daughter was, upset. It was just a whole family experience. And, so I realized the next morning, I haven't been sleeping or whatnot, because my brain has just not been stopping. I'm like, oh, you have cancer. And that's what we do. That's what our minds do. Our mind is like a constant problem solver. It's trying to problem solve all the issues that we have. It just happens to want to do it when we sleep. So, I realized that morning, and I had a talk with my husband, and I said, I've done this before. I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to conquer my anxiety. Now, it's not a cure-all. It's a baby step thing. It's a one thing at a time. But one thing that we didn't have in the 90s that we have now is YouTube. And YouTube it's been so exponentially amazing, because they have board certified counselors that you can find on YouTube who teach you breathing techniques. And I found one. I'll link him down below if you're interested. But he taught me something, and need I say that I've lost a significant amount of weight. I might have mentioned it at the beginning, I'm not sure, but I'm down 25 pounds. And so I haven't been able to eat because I'm so nauseated from anxiety and stomach pain that I have no ability to eat. In fact, I was super dehydrated when I went to the emergency room. So they did at least pump me up with some fluids, and I'm drinking some Powerade, so pardon me. But I woke up that morning and I said, I'm going to give myself tasks every single day that I have to do, that I'm going to conquer. And if I don't do it, that's okay. I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. But my first thing is to be able to take my thyroid medicine, because I have hypothyroidism. So first thing in the morning, I'm going to drink some Powerade. At the time I had blue Powerade. But I'm going to drink some Powerade. I'm going to hydrate myself, hydrate my body, and I'm going to take my thyroid medicine. So I did that, and I didn't throw it up, which was awesome. I was really, really excited about that. It's the small things, people, I also said, well, I'm going to go and I'm going to take a bath, and I'm going to shave my armpits. That's a small thing, but it gives me something to do. It keeps my mind occupied. Go in my closet, pick up a little bit. just piddle with things, maybe watch a movie. I find that watching a movie is both positive and negative, because if you stare off a little too long, you find yourself right back with the racing thoughts. And Lord of the Rings has always been kind of my go-to when I'm stressed out. So last night I was trying to watch Lord of the Rings, not the extended edition this time, but the regular one. And, you know, when Bilbo gives the ring to Gandalf, and there's the whole thing with Frodo, and he goes to Isengard, the whole thing, I was like, holy shit, feeling myself panic again, so I had to shut it off. So, long story short, I found this meditation video. It's supposed to help with racing thoughts and sleep. It's like 2 hours long. And when I tell you that it helped so much, it helped to calm me down. I was able to go to sleep and stay asleep until midnight last night, which was awesome. But I'm going to also link that video down below. The name of the channel is called Michael Seeley, and he almost reminds me of the villain in Despicable Me. Is that it? You know, he's kind of got that voice, like that like 90s horror movie voice, but it's almost soothing too. It's just, trust me, it does work. It's not very convincing, I have to say, but it's a 2-hour video, and it helped me get to sleep till 12 o'clock last night. So I went to bed at like 8:30 or 9, fell asleep till midnight, woke up, boing, eyes wide awake, and then I got up. I tried to take some like sleepy medicine, like Benadryl, stuff like that, and then went back to sleep, and I slept till 5. So that was a positive. I was really happy about that. Woke up this morning once again, gave myself tasks, and took my Leviathan. But this time I washed my hair. So I got up in the tub, washed my hair. It was much needed. I haven't washed it in several days. So my hair's just been up in a bun and looking mighty hot. What I learned in the 90s, the breathing techniques and the emotional, you know, the feeding of the soul type of things and the tasks, they don't necessarily work for me anymore. And I was trying to think about why they didn't work, because it's been such a long time, and it's kept my anxiety at bay for so long. And I finally had to realize to myself that I'm not the same person that I was when I was 14 and 15 years old. You know, I have had children. I have a family now. The same things just don't apply. The same anxiety doesn't apply. Even though I was having and manifesting it in the same way, which is the nausea and the vomiting and the panic attacks, it just wasn't the same thing. Back in 1994, when I was a freshman in high school, you know, I had high school so built up in my head that it was the place to be, and this, you got to fit in, and you got to do this, and you got to do this, and the cool kids, and you got to not try to get bullied. And, you know, because my middle school years were just a whole nother level, a whole nother level of bad. So when you're dealing with older kids, once again, and the same bullies that were there from middle school that had gone on to high school, it messes with your mind. And so I was more worried about what people thought of me than anything else. You know, I was just constantly worried about the whole daily grind, and am I going to get bullied? Am I going to be the one to get put in the trash can? You know, that type of thing. That's the things that happened in the 90s. So, the same coping mechanisms just don't apply anymore. So that's another reason why I found YouTube so helpful in the breathing techniques and things, because now I find that my anxiety is more medically induced. You know, I'm worried that I have cancer and I won't be able to upload. And YouTube is a whole nother set of anxiety, because, you know, I have friends that send me things and they're like, where's my content? Where's my content? Where's my content? Where's my content? And when you love what you do so much, I mean, I absolutely love posting on YouTube. It's an absolute dream job to be able to try on clothes and show you the different things that I'm able to pick out and keep those clothes. It's awesome. It's an awesome experience. It's an awesome job. But on the flip side of that coin, you also want to produce for the brand. You also want to make that content. And, you know, I signed contracts and I promise things, and I'm a person of my word. I really try to be a good person and not take advantage of brands. But I also have to understand that brands aren't there to take advantage of me as well. And I can't allow that to happen. So I guess the moral of the story is the same things don't apply to me anymore. And so I had to find a new way to cope with anxiety and everything that goes with it, and also health problems. And I have to understand that millions upon millions upon millions of people are going through the same things that I'm going through, have gone through the same things that I'm going through, and will probably be going through. And I have to take heed that they got through it, and so will I. And, you know, I've gotten so many comments and messages on Instagram and on the YouTube communities tab, and I apologize, I haven't been answering y'all or commenting back. I always try to give y'all my time because you deserve it. You are the reason why I'm able to do what I do, and I always try to comment back and develop a rapport with y'all. I know so many of y'all by first names, even if your username is not what your real name is, you know, so I know you, and I know about you, and I know your family members, and I know your dog's names, and I genuinely do care, and I genuinely want to be a presence for y'all. But I also have to have grace with myself and be patient with myself and not push myself. And I don't know what I'm trying to say. I have to give myself the same love, the same TLC as I want to give y'all. And I've neglected that for a long time. Not just because I wanted to post on YouTube, but because, you know, I'm taking care of my family, and, you know, my husband has a lot of health issues, and I have a daughter that's about to graduate, and she just went to prom, and the day after I went to the emergency room the first time, was her prom. And so I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed that whole week that I wouldn't be in the hospital, that I would be able to do her hair and makeup. And I was able to do that. It took a lot out of me, and I suffered a lot, but damn it, I was going to do her hair and makeup, because I was not a hairstylist. I was a makeup artist for many, many years. And she counted on me to do her hair and makeup. And so I did. And she looked beautiful, by the way. If you saw a post on Instagram, she looked really, really beautiful. She felt beautiful. And that was all that I wanted. I wanted her to feel as beautiful on the outside as she is on the inside. And that was my number one goal, and I succeeded it. And I'm so, so blessed that I was able to do that. So, I had, on another topic, I have a friend from Louisiana. I call her a friend. I don't know her personally, but she makes custom tumblers, and her name is Emily Guidry, and Guidry is a Louisiana Cajun last name. And we are also Cajun, so we kind of like bonded. And she sent it to me, and I told her that I wanted to open it up on camera because she does the most amazing work. So if you want to reach out to her, if you want also a custom tumbler, her prices are amazing. But I told her that I would open it up on camera. Her work is just unbelievable. And she said that this was the most, not the hardest, but the most like detailed tumbler that she's ever done before. And, you know, damn it, she did it for me. She did it to make me feel better and bring me joy. And I'm just so, damn, I'm not gonna cry. But I'm so just thankful for y'all so much. Anyway, this is what the inside looks like. And so it's wrapped in bubble wrap. So it comes with a little stainless steel straw. And then, oh my God, this is the most amazing tumbler. Look at this. Look at this. Holy, oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. So it's got so many of the coolest 1980s memorabilia. Oh my goodness. So it's got Doc from Back to the Future with his, it's got Molly Ringwald. It's got Chunk with Sloth in the belly there. How freaking talented is she? Oh my goodness. It's got Kiefer Sutherland from The Lost Boys. It's got Eddie from National Lampoons. Oh my goodness. Got the basket case. This is so unbelievably amazing. Oh my goodness. Top that. So Beetlejuice is on here. Wow. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is so amazing. It's got Michael J. Fox. She really outdid herself. Oh, who is that? It's Atreyu, not Atreyu. It's from Neverending Story. This is amazing. Emily, thank you so, so much. This is the most amazing tumbler I have ever seen. It's got E.T. It's got, it's got Eddie Murphy from Coming to America, the sexual chocolate. That is so awesome. So thank you so, so much, Emily, for sending this through, sending it over. I couldn't be more excited about this. If y'all are interested in something like this, if y'all want the Mandy special, I will put Emily's information down in the description box below because she is unbelievably talented. I mean, just, I can't even say how talented she is. And I so appreciate her sending that over. It just really made my day. That's going to be the official filming cup from now on. So if you see me taking a sip, it's going to be from this cup. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. If you have any questions or comments or anything, or, you know, just want to send over well wishes, let me know in the comment section down below. If I don't comment back, please understand it. Don't take it personal. I'm just taking time for myself and healing myself and doing the absolute best that I can. So, and I'm also going to be putting a gumbo recipe in this video. But I just don't have the time or the strength to write a voiceover and do that. So I'm going to include the recipe down in the description box. If you're interested in a good, authentic Cajun gumbo recipe, it's a chicken and sausage gumbo recipe, I will include the recipe down in the description box. And I'll probably put the little like annotations or whatever in the video just so you can follow along with me. But it's just going to have music. So that's just the best that I can do, y'all. So, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate you, each and every one of y'all. I don't know how many people are going to be watching this whole video, but if you do, thank you so much. You are awesome. And I'm going to keep y'all updated with my health journey. So next step is the colonoscopy prep. That's going to be fun. So, I start prepping on Monday. Colonoscopies on Tuesday. I have an appointment with my husband on Wednesday, and then a follow-up appointment on Thursday. So yeah, I hope y'all are well. I hope you're doing very, very good. And thank y'all once again. Thank you to Emily GUIDRY. You're awesome. Big kisses to you. And yeah, I'll be seeing y'all soon. Bye. vlogging today, I figured that I would bring y'all along on another trial and tribulation of TikTok made me buy it. This is supposed to be the dupe for the Dyson Airwrap, and let me tell you, this is like the most dismal attempt at a Dyson Airwrap if there ever was one. So when you take it out of the packaging, this is what it looks like, and it looks fine on camera. It looks great and everything, but the quality of this thing is just awful. As you saw a couple of minutes ago, I just cut the grass, and your girl got a hot date tonight, so I'm going to Chipotle. This is like a little wet brush that I had gotten from TJ Maxx about a year or so ago. And then this side is where all the tangles are gonna be at. So I've tried to use it with this little attachment, and this is supposed to be like the wrappy wrap. You know, whenever you're curling your hair, it doesn't even work. So I'm gonna try other things. I might try this attachment, or I might try this attachment, and we're gonna see if I can get my money's worth, because I think I paid like $45 plus shipping from AliExpress. Was it AliExpress that I got it from, or did I get it from Wish? I don't even remember at this point. So you're supposed to connect like this little latch here with a latch on the inside there. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna try this thing out. Y'all, I am completely and utterly flabbergasted. Okay, so I used this thing last week, the week before. I used this side, so this is this side, and then this one is this side, and it didn't work at all. And now, all of a sudden, it's working. So I'm kind of excited about it, even though I don't think it's worth it at all. $45 plus shipping and all, not worth it. You can get something so much better off Amazon and probably pay a lot less. But just for shits and giggles, okay, I'm gonna try to do the rest of my hair, and we're gonna see how it's gonna go. So wish me luck.
5 minutes later.
All right, y'all, so I just finished up my hair, and the Dyson Airwrap dupe is a total waste of time. Seriously, it probably would have taken me all day if I would have just sat here and done one tiny little section at a time. It's like it just wanted to take a section like this. So I ended up going in with this Kaposi curling iron. My brain fog is just premium today. So this is like $30 off of Amazon, which just goes to prove that you don't need a $600 or a $45 or none of the other crap to get the same results. $35, $25, and you're good to go. Even though, I'm not gonna lie, I have been tempted in the past to spend $600 on a Dyson hair wrap / hair dryer, but I mean, I can't afford that. I would be putting it on a credit card, and I just paid off my credit card. So yeah, my daughter just got home, so I'm gonna go visit with her for a little bit. She just got home from the dorm. This might be like the end of today. I don't even know, but if I don't see you today, I'll definitely see you tomorrow, and I'll be back. Good morning. I hope you are having a really good day so far. So today is Saturday, and I'm getting ready to go to Walmart because I'm making gumbo tonight, and I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Ow! No. Sammy, time out. So that's what my plans are today. I'm probably going to clean my bathroom down here. So it's that one right there. And I'm also going to do a little bit of organizing in my closet. I don't know if I'm going to take y'all along with me because I just did a big closet cleanup. Let me tell you something. Okay, when I have my try-on hauls and when I get in a bunch of new shipments of clothes and shoes and things, I'm like a kid in the candy store, okay? I'm going through it and I'm like, ooh, yes, this. And then when I'm trying everything on, I'm like, whoo, and I throw it. And I don't pick it up. I don't pick it up until like the weekend when I actually have an opportunity to. Excuse me, ma'am. What is it about a dog's butt that you just want to pet? I just want to pat her butt all the time. You have the cutest little butt. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You have the cutest little butt. It doesn't smell nice though. So before I go, I want to show y'all a really quick outfit of the day. And this is what I'm wearing. So these are the Ashley Stewart jeans that I featured in that haul. When was that? A month ago or so? These jeans are so comfortable. I really like them a lot. And then the shirt that I'm wearing is from Forever 21. And I haven't been to a Forever 21 in at least 5 years, 6 years. So it's quite an old sweater. But yeah, this is what I'm wearing. And now I'm out of breath.